Hi, my name's AudreyGale and I do art. Today I'm going to be talking about all of the things that I accomplished within my art business in 2024 and my goals for 2025. 2024 was the first year that I really said, okay, I've been dabbling in this art business thing for like 8, 9 years now, and I really want to take it seriously and I really want to see if I can make this a regular part of my income. In previous years, I just simply wasn't able to spend the time on it that I'm able to now. So that was a huge deciding factor and motivator for me to really just go for it this year. So, first things first, I wanted to make sure that I had the right art studio to work in. And this is kind of my dream setup at the moment. My husband and I purchased a house last year, and we knew that we wanted one room to be like an office art studio area. And I take up about probably 75% of that room, this room that we're in now. Um, and it has just been a game changer. I have a place to film, I have a place to paint, I have somewhere to put all my stuff. It's easy access, it's out and about, and I am just easily able to start working on something. Having the right space to work in is really crucial for motivating yourself to do the thing. It makes it easier to do the thing. And I definitely feel like I just have easier access to everything. It helps with my organization and just overall helps the process. In 2024, I wanted to find a way to create my own prints. I had considered doing something like Printful or Printify. I had considered doing like a third party, like local printer. And honestly, I had the hardest time. And I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to buy a printer and do it myself because I know I'm going to do it to my standards, my likings. I like that I can, overall, I can save money on it and it creates a bigger profit margin for me in the end. Even though it is a little bit more cost up front, I definitely think it was worth it. I would do it all over again. And I have been using this Canon Pro 200 for the last year. I'm able to make prints on demand as I see fit. I don't have to go through anyone else or like deal with anyone else's scheduling or shipping. And that has been a game changer because I really wanted to display my art into markets this year. That was really a big goal for me this year. I wanted to do about 5 or 6 markets, and I ended up doing just that. I did 6 markets. I profited at 2 of them. The rest of them, I lost money. And I learned so much from these markets. And I learned pretty quickly, like, oh, these kinds of markets that I'm signing up for are not the ones that my people are at. The people that like my stuff, they're not here. And I was able to figure out by just going to other events in the area, okay, these are the people that are here and this is where these are my people. They're at this event and this is where I need to be next year with my stuff. So even though overall, like, yeah, I lost money between, the money it takes to make prints, the booth fees, the cost of like tent and table and setup. Overall, it was a loss money wise, but I do know how to go forward in the future. I also wanted to expand into doing stickers, and I knew that I didn't want to do that myself because I've looked into it. It would take a lot more time and education than I was willing to give up. And I just wanted to outsource that to somebody that knew what they were doing. And I now use Sticker app, and I've been really happy with that for the last year. They make great quality products. It's really easy to make, and their turnaround time's great. And I've only had positive results with them. So I have been able to expand and do stickers to sell at markets. Another thing I wanted to do in 2024 was to have a local store pick up and start selling my art in their store. And I was able to do that back in like April at the Artful Abode in my now hometown of Lebanon, Tennessee. I've had a really great response with my art being there. She said, let's just try it out for a few months and see how it goes. If we find that it's just not working out, then we'll just cycle it out. And my stuff has been in her store ever since. And I get checks from her every couple of months. And she'll text me sometimes and be like, hey, I need more prints of this, this, and this. Like, can you bring them by? And it's just been a wonderful experience and an excellent way for me to make some money and for her to make some money. And I would love to continue doing that into next year. In 2024, I definitely wanted to build my own website. And I used Squarespace to do this about 6 months ago. It was pretty easy. And though it's not the most, I wouldn't say that I get a ton of sales from that. Not yet, at least, but I think it's really important for business owners to have their own website. And that way, this is just my hub for everything, for my events, any sort of retail locations that I'm in, markets that I'm doing, paint parties that I'm doing, and then also just for selling my prints and my original artwork. So I was able to do that. I'm really happy with how it turned out. And it's been a really easy place for me to say, hey, you're interested in doing this paint party? Here's the link, and you can purchase it through my website. I also had a goal in 2024 to paint at least one mural. I wanted to do it just to see if I liked it, to see if it'd be something that I wanted to add to my art business. And it turned out that I really loved it. I really enjoyed it. I ended up actually doing 3 murals this year because I liked it so much. The first one I did completely for free just to see if I liked it. I was planning on doing that all along. And the same woman who picked up my art decided, yes, I would love a mural outside of my shop. We did it. It was a huge hit. And then from that, I was able to get a commission for 2 more murals. And I'm really happy with how those turned out. So I am so excited to continue doing those into next year. I also made the goal this year to start a YouTube channel and to start posting consistently. I initially wanted to do once a week. I have found that, every 1 to 2 weeks is a better schedule for me. And I, I am by no means like, getting a plaque in the mail anytime soon. But I do feel like I have built a small community, and I feel like I'm getting better response from YouTube than I am with somewhere like Facebook or Instagram where I have higher numbers, right? I also just genuinely enjoy making the videos, and I've gotten a lot more comfortable in front of a video camera. I have upgraded my camera. I, in general, have just gotten better and faster at making videos, editing. It's definitely something I plan to bring into 2025. Something that I didn't intend on doing in 2024 was doing paint parties. I just never considered myself a paint party type of person. I'm not someone who even goes to paint parties like that. But somebody approached me about doing a paint party potentially, and I was nervous because I've never been in a position of teaching before. And I've always kind of just been the student. And I thought, well, you know what? I'll try it. I'm willing to try almost anything once and see if I like it. And it was like the easiest, most fun money I've ever made in my life. And I just, once I did the first one, I was kind of obsessed with it, and I kind of went gung ho. And I've ended up doing 2 paint parties just in the last few months. And I have got 2 actually lined up for January. And so I now have 3 locations that are cool with like consistently doing paint parties every 2-3 months or so, in order to bring profit both to my business and their business. And that's something that I've really enjoyed doing this year. And I love setting it up. I love the whole process, and I'm definitely bringing that into next year. I've already got stuff planned out. So here are my goals for 2025. I've realized that the murals and the paint parties are going to kind of be my big things, at least for now. These are the things that people want to participate in. These are things that people want to spend money on that I've learned. And so when it comes from like a art income perspective, these are the two things that I'm going to focus on the most. That being said, I would like to do one mural per month, or 12 within the full year. One thing I'll say is that art is not my full-time job. As cool as that would be. I do have another job that I really enjoy doing. Art has definitely become a part of my income at this point, but it's definitely not to the point where I'm able to do it solely. And I don't know if that's going to happen anytime soon or ever. And that's okay if it doesn't, because I just really want to enjoy what I'm doing overall, whether that be just with art or art and another job that I just happen to like. In 2025, I'd also like to get to a point where I'm doing about 3 or 4 paint parties per month. I already have a few small businesses that I work with currently that are very open and excited about doing paint parties on a semi-regular basis. So I think if I just get like a few more, it would be a really good way to kind of alternate locations so I can do these paint parties on a more consistent basis. Even though my markets in 2024 were pretty poor, I still want to do markets. I love doing markets. I would really like to do 10 or 12 within the year 2025, roughly one a month. But I really want to focus on doing the markets that have my audience now that I know better. And I want to, if that means that I may need to make a bigger booth fee investment, then that's what I'm going to do. Because I feel certain that this is, these certain locations, these certain events in particular are where my people are at. And I feel like I just need to invest more in these markets in order to make more. And I know which ones to avoid. I'm not opposed to trying new things by any means. But I'm definitely more cautious and more aware of which markets are probably going to be duds. My final goal for 2025 is to continue to post consistently on YouTube about every 1 to 2 weeks and to finally become monetized. I really enjoy making the YouTube videos. I've really enjoyed the small community that I've grown over the last several months. And I would really love for YouTube to be a part of my art income. I love watching other artists on YouTube. That's the main thing that I watch over even like TV. I love to watch small businesses on YouTube and see them grow and see their process, see them go to markets. I just love the whole process. So I want to be another person in that community, and I plan to continue that into 2025. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm so grateful for anyone who's ever watched a video of mine. If you've subscribed, it's just been really cool being able to do this process this year and see how much I've grown and see how I've gotten better at this skill in particular. I'm looking forward to 2025 and all the things in my art business that I have to look forward to. And if you're into this sort of thing, if you want to watch and see how my art business goes in 2025, please subscribe, and I'll see you next year. Bye.